Let's get it poppin', ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we're gonna be coaching a bunch of YY Rebirth demons because this entire lobby is full of them. A custom lobby with 44 of the best Rebirth players that are currently watching my gameplay. I don't know. And guess what? You heard a lion kitten? My boy Gomez just dropped a lion on TikTok. It's just absolute chaos going on here, but we're hopping on board with Reaper. He looks like he's gonna be landing outside of living quarters. An interesting landing spot here. He's got the Ground 556 in hand, looking down low, not going to have anything going on there. He's going to hold down this area before he starts rotating, playing the audio cues. Now on board with Tctekk. I actually just played with this man. He's a level 1000 Master Prestige player. To not only hit Master Prestige, but to hit level 1000 is a crazy rank. He also does rank play a lot. Oh, he's going to get flashbanged and shot. Did he survive it? No, he's also an iridescent player. We'll probably have to see him a little bit more later on Endgame, but for right now, let's keep it going. Reaper holding down his ground. Tctekk again. Wrath, 0 eliminations. Duck Daddy. If you think you're way better than anybody we're seeing in the lobby today, make sure you guys comment down below, like the video. We host customs every single night, and I like to see who these Reaper demons are, right? If you think you could come out and show out, join the Discord or join the YouTube and Twitch live where we stream every single night and come out and pop out. You know what I mean? Play Uncle Farty. These are the unique names we're going to be getting. These are the unique names we're going to be getting. Play Uncle Farty. What do we got going on here? We're about to find out. Let me see. He's got a demon skin on. He's got the Sog class as well. This is an interesting part. Also on that same note, there may or may not be hackers in these lobbies. For the most part, hackers don't start coming into game 2 or 3, and that's what's going to happen, right? We're going to host 3 different games. Your score is counted by the amount of eliminations you get. The amount of eliminations you get only counts if you win the game. So you could drop 20 kills and get second place. It doesn't matter. You need to win the game, and that is the score that is recorded with the amount of eliminations you get. After cross 3 games, we'll see who gets the most. But let's get it going. Gomez with the first time sub on TikTok. W to chat for the go. W to chat for the go. He's doing a lot of YYs, I'll be honest. He's doing a lot of YYs. And I see that as a problem with a lot of people I spectate. A lot of people that do spectate, a lot of people in these customs, they're Rebirth demons, you know what I mean? But they are doing a little bit too much YY, and they're getting caught off guard. This guy's got the LC-10, Ground 556. Not a shot I would take at that range. He's holding down this area, maybe a little bit nervous to move around, but it's still pretty early on to the match, so I'm not going to give him too much pressure. You can pretty much go anywhere and find somebody. This guy's top lighthouse, excuse me. Top lighthouse? What are we doing top lighthouse Kilo 141? We're going to hold an angle here, or we're going to push something. He's got his timer back, so he has no excuse of saying, I'm waiting for the timer. You better run and gun. All right, I'm not going to spectate this either. It's going to throw up. Butterfly Bandit, 0. Monkey with 1. Bro with 6. Let's hop on board with him. He's on 6 eliminations. Slide out, hip fire into an ADS. Probably would have had the LC-10 out. I wasn't sure on his ammo count. If his ammo count was below 15, probably not the best. Weapon to challenge with, Cypher would have been a 50-50, but I felt like he had ammo on that LC-10. I could be wrong. I wasn't paying attention to a quick glance. He's going to go back for that loadout. Now, a smart play here is to never land directly on your loadout, especially if you played solos, especially if you're playing quads. Those are the 2 of the most campiest or stackiest game modes on Rebirth Island. So if you're ever trying to regain and you need to go back on your loadout, drop your ego. Sometimes I'm that guy too. Drop your ego, land on the outskirts, and work your way in. You have a higher chance of getting your loot back and regaining versus landing directly on your loadout. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Zen GG's in the clan tag. 6 eliminations to his name. He's got the C9 MP5 in hand. He's got to work his loadout. He has $2,000. He wasted a little bit too much time. Yeah, a little bit too much time getting. It's good to land on the outskirts, but you still want to prioritize getting that class up. Good thing for him is every 15 seconds on zone 1 closing before it hits zone 2, free loadout will spawn up. Bad news is your loadout's most likely spawning with other players, so he has the opportunity to go to get that free loadout, but there's a chance there might be someone on there. Or he gets lucky. I want to spectate him a little bit longer. He's getting shot at, but he's still holding above 2.5 plates. Popping the 3rd one. Looking to get these shots, not able to line them up. Going after the far left-hand side angle. Gonna try to slowly peek on this. He's playing cautious, which is good. I just want to see what class he has. He has 7 eliminations. It's kind of premium random stuff. These guys, I don't have my headphones in right now. You must have good audio cue to hear all that. I'll be honest. 8 eliminations. $7,000 to his name. And I'll be honest, there may or may not be sus people in this game. I want everyone to know. Don't blame me when I say it. There may or may not be sus people in the lobby. We're going to find out when we get to a different end. All right. Right now, the bruh's got 8 eliminations. Gonna grab your loadout, brother, so I can see what you got and move on. Storm Rage. He's got ultimate meta. Ultimate meta at the current time of filming this video is the LC10 and the Crixie. All right, with these very similar attachments are very rare. Now, ultimate meta means there's no gun better than them. However, depending on your playstyle, if you're more of a movement player, if you like guns that are a little bit more no recoil, if you like, you could find a better weapon in a very specific category. So that is the ultimate meta, meaning it's the best gun in the game in an overall category. But if we're looking at movement specifically, both those guns are not going to hit the marker, specifically the attachment. So it's good to always keep that in mind. Me personally, I never really use ultimate meta. In 99% of the time, I'm using class setups made by my subscribers. Good shots here. Probably not the weapon I have out. Yeah, I have the SMG for close range. You kind of put yourself in that position. Someone just ran at him and threw a YY. I want to see who that was. He had a YY skin on. This guy's using the HRM. So this is like a throwback fun weapon. He's got 5 eliminations, so he looks like he's holding his weight. Teddy's Liar's C9 MP5 as well. If he's using that blueprint, you can tell he's a bit of a better player. 8 eliminations, 5 eliminations for J Money. Sen 2 eliminations. Pat with 2 eliminations. Interesting name. 4 eliminations. Bussy with 4. Reaper with 3. Tctekk with 7. He's gonna have a UAV. When playing solo specifically, you want to consistently have a UAV in the air. Now, it's only $6,000, and the way to consistently get a UAV in the air is to run and gun with Scavenger on. Why would you rock Scavenger perk, Lucky? Scavenger perk, every time you get an elimination, if you run over their body, not only are you gonna get the cash that player had, but it also drops a Scabby pack that gives you, I think, anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Now, that might not seem a lot in the grand scope of things, or, I mean, not thinking long term, but those bucks add up. 1-2 eliminations, you could get, more plates, UAV, and again, you're also getting the money off their body, and you're just cycling UAVs. Most people in solos aren't rocking ghosts, so it's a good perk to have. It's a good idea to just have a UAV in general. 8 eliminations. I would like to see, I think anything above a 10 is good. Anything above a 15 is great in these customs. Again, it's solos, right? And they are playing against each other in a more of a demon style lobby. Interesting name there. K Mark with a 1, Brickload with 8. This guy finally, I want to see how this guy is. He finally left the tower. Is he going back? Oh my gosh. Guys, is he going back? He's holding down Lighthouse. I want to see what he looks like when he has to leave Lighthouse completely, most likely going into Fort Zone. Like, how do you predict zones? Zones will always kind of pull away from the direction they're going. Like, so if the zone was here originally, right down the middle, and it's now to the left, it's going to continue to pull around this half of the map, right? So it's not going to be prison, maybe headquarters, right? But it's mainly going to pull left hand side. So I assume Lighthouse might not be in zone going 4 to 5. Let's pay attention here. Zone 3, mid 106, we have a beautiful thing called Fire Sale. It happens every single game. I've had my subscribers tell me, I didn't know that. If you didn't know that, you're not watching the videos, okay? Zone 3, mid 106, you have a Fire Sale. Everything will be half off, excluding, meaning not, you just thermite himself. Loadouts and specialists. UAVs, though, are 50% off. Gas masks 50% off. And self-revives are actually free. During this time, until I think you have about a minute window, every player in this game should be prioritizing a UAV, a gas mask, and a self-res. If you have more money after that, spend on whatever you like. But you need to be having those 3 things minimum by the time that timer hits 0. When that timer hits 0, if you die, that is it. This is your prep zone. You need to be prepping for the end game. Once you have those 3 things, you need to look at putting yourself in zone. On the outskirts is good, in the middle is great. On high ground, in the middle is even better. So, if you're out of zone, you should not be looking for eliminations. Right now, you have 9 seconds to get your shoes on, get to the line, because we're about to have a new zone. It's a drastic pull going from 3 to 4. You'll see it, and you got to get to that next zone. Let's see where it's going to be. Control center's not in, headquarters in, kind of like what we mentioned. Prison's barely in, but it'll probably be gone next zone. You need to get to there ASAP. Do not take any fight unless you either have to or you're already in zone. Right now, you're not looking for eliminations. This guy needs these edge zones, so maybe hold down the fort. This guy, I'm not playing this spot of the map because you have your ultimate high ground, so I'm playing down low. Looks like he's gonna do that. He's edge zoned here. I would take the building to the left more or less, but if it's already, you know, confiscated, if there's someone there, then just hold it down. Doesn't look like he has loot. It is. We have Reaper with 7. Reaper is able to take eliminations. He's in zone and he's in a power position area. Okay, he's in an area where he could kind of hold it down. He has 2 impact grenades, which is great for solos. If you play solos, use impacts, not throwing knives. Even I use it in quads, but you can get away with that. X-Gen Brug disconnected. Remind you gotta win the game for your score to count. Let's see what else we got. He has 7. Tctekk with 15. Tctekk, if he could get either top lighthouse or this building second story and hold it for a little bit, he'll be chilling. Now I'll be like, oh lucky, why don't you go ultimate high ground? If there's someone lighthouse tower, which there was earlier in the game, that's gonna be a hard fight. Go a little bit higher on this thing. Want to lean into it. Get ready. Get ready. No one's moving. Everyone's holding that position. That means everyone's in zone, and this is most likely going to be it. I think it goes living quarters, headquarters. I could be wrong, maybe prison, but okay. Tctekk is in the best position. UAV, if he doesn't have a gas mask, he needs to get one. I don't know if he does, but he has 2 UAVs. I pray to God he has a gas mask. He's got 15. Silent Hill with 5. Silent Hill, if I'm you, I'm doing a 4 right-hand side rotation towards headquarters. I'm not doing anything else but that. There's nothing else you need. You need to do a far right rotation towards that buy station. Oh God, he's fighting Mark. Okay, he's gonna go down. Mark, you now need to do the far right-hand side rotation. ASAP towards headquarters. Anything down low, this is all out in the open. You will die unless you go right. That is your only option. Go up to your right headquarters. I want to see if he does it. He's going left. Yeah, he's not gonna make it out. Brick is going to be capping a corner. 10 eliminations in Lighthouse. He's not in it anymore. And this is a spot, if I was in, oh, he threw a mortar strike. I wouldn't have done that. He's going to headquarters. I got to see how this pan out. Top 6 eliminations, or top 6 players. He's got 10 eliminations. You've claimed enough space, hold it down. Sometimes people get greedy, right? You're in this area, you're in this building, hold it down. You don't need to clear out the whole thing. Clear out it when you're endgame. Don't chase it. Don't need to. You don't need to. Go back in. Don't waste your gas mask here, Brick. Brick, the zone's pulling back towards Lighthouse. Although Lighthouse isn't going to be in the final zone here, it's going to move this way, and the zone's going to slowly shrink, meaning you could go window of Lighthouse and hold everyone out from headquarters. It involves you doing an early rotation. You need to go now. Go to Lighthouse right now, and you can play window. You dodge a cluster. You're good. Go Lighthouse now. Go Lighthouse now. Brick, go Lighthouse now. Go Lighthouse now. Someone might have already beat him. Reaper doing an early rotation here, and Mark. Oh no, we lost Tctekk. Mark beat him. Mark beat him. Mark in a power position here, but it's only a bit of a power position if he ends the game right now. It's a 1v1. Mark with 5. Reaper with 8. Reaper needs to hug the wall. He doesn't need to push his building. If you pay attention to the zone, Lighthouse will not be in it. So he needs to play the waiting game while Mark doesn't have the luxury of waiting. Mark needs to play faster. Reaper needs to play slow. Shots are going down for Reaper here. He's going to go ahead and play that. Hugging the wall. Loving that. Only has 3 bullets. Switching the quick seat. Doesn't have enough time to reload, but knows he has a primary weapon. That's it. Finish him off, Reaper. Put him down. You have 3 bullets. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I got scared. 9 eliminations for game number 1. We're going into game number 2. Let's get it poppin', ladies and gentlemen. Again, round number 2. A lobby full of 44 Rebirth demons. Who comes out on top? It's not about just dropping high kill games. It's about dropping high kill games and winning the match. Let's see what we got. We got Buddy Bandit. 43 eliminations. Going to living quarters. I think that's the guy we start off with here. Shredded. Good spot to land on. If you're landing on this spot, you better just start gunning. Can't be losing that. Oh my God, rush. We got D block here. He's gonna get his loadout off rip. Let me fix my frames real quick. Sometimes they glitch. Gotta do that. Confirm them. We good. Good shots going on top of the rooftop. Gonna switch to Crick C. If I'm him, I'm pushing this. I'm sticking the ground. I'm pushing. You don't. No. You need to push this, bro. You don't need that much of an angle against one guy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There's such thing as playing too perfect, and that's what just happened there. Right? He had a guy weak, maybe a guy behind him. If you heard him. With that being said, you need to push forward. All right. Or if you're gonna go up top, you're going up top to either A, run away from someone, or B, take the shots. It wasn't take the shots. If you're going up top to that AC unit, it's running away. You lay down, you wait for someone to make the play on you, or you third party it. If not, you gotta make up your mind there. Doctor with 1 elimination. RB's manager with 1. Rowdy Invade Warzone. 3 eliminations to his name. He's got the XMG and the LC10. Not really a good primary weapon, but in terms of SMG, as the LC10, he's got to watch out for the cluster strike, dodging it last second. Having the SMG out while hitting zipline is important. Punching as well to cancel the animation. Nice. Really good player here so far. What I'm loving about this player so far is he's having... We got to work on them shots. Breathe, brother. Played up and breathe. You're good. Don't give him too much credit. Played up. You don't have any white health. Wait, is this guy... Hold on. Wait a second. Let me take a look at this. Someone come take a look at this. Someone come take a look at this. I'm not saying anyone's cheating. Could be... it's actually 99% spectator lag. Okay. Does he get up? Does he get up? Just pop a stim and run. You pop a stim and you run. You pop a stim and you run. I like it. Out of there. Good shots. Yeah, if you're ever in a situation like that, he played up, just don't give him credit. By not giving a player credit is not giving them an opportunity to get a win that they don't deserve. Someone gets you one shot, you're hiding behind an AC unit, you played up. If you start shouldering while playing up and you're not even healed up yet, they're going to get 1 or 2 shots, easy 1 or 2 shots, and you're kind of scamming on your part and you're giving them too much credit. Okay, so you don't want to do that. 5 eliminations though, he doesn't have his loadout. What I meant to say, what I like about this player so far in terms of what I'm spectating, is he's currently using the right weapon out at the right time. He's not pointlessly hitting YY. He knows if he's going for a mid-range to long-range gunfight, he's got the ground 556. If he's going for a mid-range close-range gunfight, he's got the SOG SMG in hand. So it's good to make sure you have the right weapon out at the right time. He's going for the left-hand side pool. He's slowing it down. We'll probably come back to him. It looks like his gameplay's going to slow down. See if he finds anyone on top of the rooftop. Cancel the animation. Anything to the right, anything to the left. Going down low. Not going to see anything. Shots with the ground. Not able to connect it. He's going to give up on that. Got eyes down low. I'm pushing this. Ooh. Spent, I think, too much time in one area. But I think he realized that. He'll bounce back. Uncle Fart here. Another man with 5 eliminations. Interesting class. What is that? Is that the Ames 85? That is the Ames 85, I believe. Don't quote me on it. It's hard to tell because he does have a very unique camo on it. He's got Obsidian. And then Obsidian C9 MP5. The C9 MP5 is the top 3 SMG and has been for the last couple seasons, last couple meta changes. It's not probably the ultimate meta at the moment, considering with the LC10 in the mix, but it's a good way to use a class if you're just trying to have fun, to be honest. Let's see. 7 eliminations, though. He's holding down. Fell for the decoy. I've been falling for him a lot more lately, to be honest. Let's see. Slowing it down. I don't have my headphones in right now, but I assume there's someone underneath him. Which is why he's, doing that. He saw someone bottom left-hand side, I believe, close the door. He's got eyes on 1. Moving a little bit too much. It's good to stay moving. But, like, I feel like he's moving and he's overexposing himself. He's fine, though. 7 eliminations. Hopping on board with Zunix with 2. Exclusive with 1. Hated Vibes with 5. 1 coming in from Duck Dad. 2. I want to see someone above 5, if anybody. If not, we'll spectate the next person with 5. Brickless going back for his tower. Gunfight going in here from Your Blood Is My Gun. Interesting name. Don't know what the terminology is there. He's got the PP919. Judgment class setup. Got eyes on 1. Good shots with the PP919. That close, brother, I'm full sending it. You don't have to go up, down. You're not chasing him around the map. It's directly in front of you through the doorway. 5 feet in front of you. You push that. He's probably played it up. That's not the guy you were shooting, so be ready for another fight. Do not go for a throwing knife. This is what I'm talking about, throwing knife, hip fire. Okay. I'm gonna call him out here a little bit. First mistake I'm gonna say, he went for a throwing knife. Whether he thought he had an impact grenade or not, there's no reason to throw a nade at all. You're that close, you gun. Second thing he did wrong there. When you're gunning somebody that close around a corner, you always open with your hip fire. He turned the corner, immediately ADS it, and he missed his first couple shots. Granted, he was able to get a kill, but to put yourself at a better advantage when turning close quarters, hip fire, bro. And then ADS. So as soon as you turn the corner, you're gunning. Oh, okay, now I see him. ADS. By doing that, you're more likely to hit a shot. You have a higher chance of hitting a shot versus ADSing in an area the player's not. So just keep that in mind. Close quarters, always hip fire. He's doing fine though. He's got 6 eliminations. Silent with 3. King with 3. Monkey with 5. Jay with 2. We gotta see some demons here. Saxzu, not the real Saxzu, he's got 0. Addict with 8. disappear there for a second. Excuse me. Addict with 8 eliminations to his name. He's got the LC10. Gonna reload that bad boy. Take the zip line. Anybody to the left, anybody to the right. Not gonna see anybody. Kind of what we talked about earlier, having the right weapon out at the right time. If you're gonna be turning the corner, if you're gonna be hitting the zip line, have an SMG out, because the ideology of having the right weapon out at the right time. What gun, when entering a new environment, are you gonna want to have out when confronting a fight? If you take a zip line, right, and there's someone far in front of you, and you have your SMG out, even if they're holding a pre-aim, the time to eliminate you, the time that you will get put down, is a lot longer compared to if somebody was up close. So if somebody's farther and they're taking their shots, you have the room to move. You'll probably get hit. You might even get knocked, but you have a bigger window time to navigate, especially with an SMG out. If you took a zipline with an AR out and they're close range, you could maybe hit a couple of your hipfire shots, but the weapon with more mobility, the weapon that can maybe get you in and out of a situation and instantly get into a finesse mode, is going to be the SMG, right? If you're rotating out in the open, you want to have your knife out, but as soon as you put the knife away, it's going to be the AR as your default weapon. Because if you're getting shot at out in the open, you want to make sure you have a gun out and you're taking 99% of the time a long-range gunfight. So just keep in mind the area you're in and the weapon you want to have out. I'd say about 70% of the time it's going to be the SMG on Rebirth Island. The other 30% will be AR. So it's a good way to start that way. Start out always with your SMG out 90% of the time. And the areas that you're noticing you're getting caught out in the wrong area, you know, take note of them and use AR. Or always have the SMG out or your melee weapon out. And if you get shot at a long range, instead of switching to your AR, taking a shot, just finesse your way out. Right? Close the gap. I'm a close quarter gunfight player. I will rather have 2 SMGs in my hand than 2 ARs, personally. 12 eliminations coming from Addict. He's looking good here. He got the Crixie out in hand, but look at where he's at. Crixie, top factory here. He knows if he gets in a gunfight, it's going to be a medium range to long range gunfight. You know what I mean? Having an SMG out here is pointless. I wouldn't doubt that unless he's pushing, which is what's happening. He's looking good here. Fire sale's ending here. That guy's got to get his internet checked. Sit him with 2 eliminations. Tctekk with another rowdy clan tag. Rowdy Rogan, the GOAT. 17 eliminations to his name. He's got Obsidian. He's got the Master Grab weapon. He's got the nunchucks. He's done the camo glitch. He's a demon. Let's see. He's got a smoke grenade and an impact. I personally think smoke grenades are a little bit too sweaty for Rebirth Island. Not that it's like overpowered or anything, but I would rather see someone get a nasty clip with a stim than a smoke, personally. But he's looking good so far. The only area he's got to really focus on is going to be top lighthouse. Yup, if I'm him, I'm repositioning. Or if you guys don't know, the only area that you could sit on top prison roof or headquarters roof and not get shot from lighthouse, it's nowhere other than basically where this bounty is, by this AC unit. This right here is the only spot that top lighthouse can't see you. So if you're ever there and you're on top of the platform, not this AC, on the top platform, that is where you want to be. This top platform's a little scary because down low, living quarters has an angle on you and you're overexposed. But for the most part, that's more or less where I would be. A little tip for you guys if you're ever in that situation. We're going to stay on board with Tctekk. He's got 18 eliminations, 10 players remaining, not including himself at 11. Going for high ground here. Again, just got to watch Lighthouse. Although we might not see him right now. If he gets in the gun engagement on the left-hand side, that guy could easily see the red ping and go for the shot. So I'm being very careful if I'm him. And it looks like that's what he's doing. He's not taking any shots. He's 18. I believe the game was 9 or 10. Not a good challenge. He could jump off to the far right-hand side ledge and be on the second platform and not be all the way down low. He's holding an angle. Here's someone hit the lighthouse or hit the ladder. This is what I'm talking about. As soon as those red dots started popping up on the map, the guy at lighthouse started focusing him. Good mortar strike. If that player is going to take a little bit of a second to see where it lands, he notices it's not going to hit him. It might be a problem. Going to miss that jump. It's a hard one. You have to hit it on the actual ledge. You can't hit it over the side, by the way. On the actual ledge that looks like a sidewalk piece, you have to hit it on that and then do the dolphin dive tactic. 19 eliminations. I like that he's slowing down his gameplay. He was trying to go for the high ground. He probably realized he lost it. He's got angles from left and right. He's playing edge zone. He's got one more on him somewhere. I love this slow play. He also has a very close rotation to the next one. If he knows the jump spot, he can go on the outside platform, which is in zone, hit the AC unit and take rooftop, or even just stay on the AC unit and not play off this next zone. He's going to take the building, check with the heartbeat sensor. 19. He wins the game with 20. So we're good. Shots going on. Yep, don't overextend on that. Beautiful fight. I see so many of the unexperienced players, as whether they're at the beginning of the game or end game. At the beginning of the game, it's not that big of a problem, but end game, as soon as they get a one or bullet off, they are full sending whoever they hit because they want one more to their scoreboard. I always say this: when Resurgence disables, if you overextend for a fight, you are most likely going to die. But if you let one elimination go, you will easily get more. All right, it's not just about one. You're playing for the 5. Anyways, we got Tctekk here with 19. Uncle Fart with 11. Getting it held out by Hated Vibes with 10. He's got eyes on him. Case V. Interesting shots there. Personally, if I'm him, I'm using an AR. Not too sure if he even has one. Sliding back, hitting the nade. He's got YY macros, I'm pretty sure. Got one on top of the roof. 10 eliminations. Silent Hill 3. Tctekk is our kill leader at the moment, but we do have some good players still alive. Hated Vibe with 10. Gonna go top rooftop. On top of the ladder. This zone is going to favor Tctekk. If Tctekk prioritizes a late zone pull and plays this rooftop, he should be able to clutch. I'm going to stay on board with Hated Vibe, though. His shot is a little wonky. I think it's spectator. Wait, he just mortared himself. Oh, no. He cannot do a late gas play. If he does, it'll overchalk him. Wow. Interesting shots here. Silent Hill holding him out with 3. Tctekk with 19. I love how they're both doing gas play. Hated Vibe's kind of messed himself up here. Yo, he might be cheating. I'm pretty sure Hated Vibe is cheating, but it doesn't even matter. Tctekk got 20 eliminations. That is our winner currently. We're going into game number 3. Moving on to game number 3 of our custom game of a bunch of Rebirth demons. We may have a sus player. I'm not going to say hacker just yet, although I do have opinions about it. I'm going to keep it up and see what we got going on here. Our winner at the moment, though, is 20 eliminations from Rowdy Tctekk, I believe. So that is currently our winner. If you want to go ahead and beat that, you have to win the game with higher than those eliminations. I'm going to flop around, though, and see that player got in again, because I'm going to keep it a buck. It was a little sus. Zunix, Inky, TJ. We get that elimination. Brick load with 1. Let me do this real quick. See what we got going here. 0 eliminations. Wendy's manager with 0. OG Miles round 0. Woody with 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. Again, the game just started. I'm not even. Oh, TikToker. Just want to see where we got going on here. 0. 0. Somebody. Exclusive here. 1 elimination. Back control center. Someone's gonna get loadout. Is he gonna full send that? It's gonna be this guy. Oh my god, he's right above him. But he's right above you. He laid down. Oh. Can you just bait him? What happened to that guy? I wanna know who the potential sus person was. I wanna just spectate him. The best player with 0? Yeah. Okay, this is our. I was like, was that him? No. Zen Terrifier. 1 elimination to his name. 0 eliminations from that. 1. It's more with 1. Sniper with 1. Hush with 0. Pat with 0. West Nobody with 0. 4. D-Block. Let's just stay on board with D-Block. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe we scared him off. I'm telling you, though, there's always sus players, and that's where it's coming from. I don't mean any bad blood. I don't mean to offend anybody, but there are usually a lot of hackers who get into my custom games. D-Block here, though. 4 eliminations to his name. He's got the LC-10 in hand. Interesting, lethal and tactical choice here. He's got the Screamer. It's like the whatever it is. 2 proximity mines. Good shots here coming in with the LC-10. Looking for the cutoff angle immediately. I want to say that's very important when playing these Rebirth Island matches, especially in solos. Unfortunately, going to go knock there. But if you get shots down from a distance like that, medium-sized distance, and someone's around the corner, basically running away, don't ever chase them too head-on. Try to look for the cutoff. Try to predict where they're going to be next. Enzo here, missing the 1 jump he was trying to go for. I'm better than he with 0. Not living up to the name. Zunix with 2, going to get knocked. Back on board with D-Block. Let's go the other way. West Nobody with 1. Pat with 0. Hush with 0 eliminations and possibly getting his first one, and not going to be the case. Sniper with 2. It's more with 1. 1. All right, we're going to just spectate this guy. He's got a demon name. He's got Interstellar on his weapon, and he's got Platinum on his LC10. Is this going to be something crazy? We're about to find out. Shots are looking somewhere aligned over on the far left-hand side. Going to go into parachute down low. LC10 in hand with a monolithic suppressor. Don't know even how he got it on, because I don't know about you guys. It's glitch for me. He's got ultimate meta, though, in terms of the weapon here. He's got the Crick C and the LC10, looking to get those shots. He needs to make up his mind, though, right? If he's in that area and he's rotating towards factory, you need to play factory side. If they're across the map, then play that side. It doesn't seem like there's a bad option here. There's people factory, people, you know, behind. But to be stuck in the middle and, like, not taking any shots, that's worse. Come on, Pops. What are we doing here? Look at all the loadouts on the right-hand side. Every time a loadout drops, minute one or zone 1, 15 seconds of it closing, so right before it hits 2 minutes, you're gonna get a free loadout. I think I mentioned that earlier in today's YouTube video. During that time, you want to prioritize looking up in the sky, especially if you don't need your loadout, and seeing where the majority of the crates are. That is where most of the players are gonna be rotating to. So I'm not even kidding. We saw about 15 crates on the right-hand side. Uh-oh. Do not ego. Trust me, it's not worth it. Trust me, brother. I'm a great player myself. I will get gunned by these guys. That guy got caught with the melee weapon out. A big mistake for you guys. Melee weapon's good to get from one point to one point, or point A to point B. A more experienced player could do that in a close quarter environment and instantly switch back to the SMG, get gunning. But if you're not at that level yet, it is okay. But don't get caught with your knife out. We're gonna end up looking like a goofball. 5 eliminations now. Getting some money. 10K to his name. Oh, not gonna be able to get that shot down. Best player was 1. 3. Sniper coming in. He's got a player in front of him. Ooh, we're seeing the AMAX Iron Sight alongside the SOG. Interesting class setup here. Interesting class setup combo. What's even more interesting is gonna be the Iron Sights and the attachments on these weapons. If you're using Iron Sights on a class setup, it is a little bit more for an experienced player. Zone comes in about 30 seconds, so keep that in mind. If the fight's gonna take too long, you need a dip. Pop it a stim and staying strictly with the hipfire weapons. That's good. If you're going for hipfire weapons, you got to make sure you have that out. A couple punches going into play. Listen, I get the loot and I'm dipping. Get the loot and I'm dipping. But if you're using an iron sight on whether it's an SMG, SMG is a little bit less likely. But if you're using an iron sight weapon on for a primary weapon, long range, it's very impressive. Seeing, I guess, players use it in an area where the weapon might be a little bit harder to control. For example, the AMAX has a little bit of recoil. If you're able to get away with the iron sights, though, brother, you could beam. You could beam. 4 eliminations from him. Hush with 0. Pat with 0. Don't want to spectate anyone with 0 just yet. D block with 6. Someone started to turn up here. He's going to replate. Going into the bathroom. Has to go number 2. Not going to be the case. He has a G-Pair. Does he not have an SMG? He might not have an SMG. Looks like he's looting. He's got the kilo. Yeah, so either weapon is not a good one to be. If I don't have an SMG, I'm not going to find myself in prison. I'll be honest. It just... I want to find myself on top of prison roof, but definitely not bottom. You don't want to put yourself at a disadvantage. Right? You know the weapons you have. You have the opportunity to dip off this. You need to dip. Go find a fight outside that's a little bit more medium range or long range. Doctor is on. 8 eliminations. He's got the C9 MP5. It looks like he's running Mountaineer. He didn't pull his parachute. Didn't take that much damage. Running around with the Cali 6, looking to find a player. He's doing a little bit of YY. I would call him a YY movement guy yet. But could be. Keeping out that weapon, switching to the Crick C, trying to line up those shots, realize it's not a good one. That's another good thing is he was trigger discipline. He has eyes on him. If I'm him, I'm throwing a live ping, throwing a shoulder, and then finding a way to get an off angle on him to close that gap a little bit. You also have a nade if you want to check those corners. The play landing directly above him, trying to line up those shots. Able to do so. Immediately as soon as he gets the kill, he's reloading and he's repositioning. One more player on top of him. Pop the stem. Wouldn't have popped the stem. Immediately would have popped plates. Pop plates. You're giving him too much credit here. Pop another plate. Now, pop another plate in the middle of the fight. No. Stems don't work like they used to. And maybe he hasn't played in a while or he doesn't know. Let me remind you guys. Stems aren't as good as they used to. So an environment back in the day, if you were in that situation and you pop a stem, you would get out of it for sure. Where it's not like that anymore. If you're able to rock Quick Fix or Survivor, I think it's Quick Fix, the perk you rock as a second or third one. If you get shot at, you could pop your plate while having your weapon out in your secondary. Granted, you're only able to shoot in hip fire mode, but it's better than popping a stem and not healing up at all, because you're only healing your white health. You're not popping shield. If you have tempered and you are able to have quick fix, pop one plate and shoot, you're at 150 HP or 175. I don't know, half of it. You pop a sim and you're not gonna get a movement buff anymore. You're gonna get white HP, but that's not gonna really do anything. So you want to put yourself in a better situation where you're not having to deal with that. Pop a plate, even if it's just one. It's better than nothing. Especially if you're going hip fire already. Or don't even sip. Just go for the gunning and just pray you land your shots. Shots going down here with the LC-10. I believe he's rocking short barrel. Interesting iron sights. He's taunting now. All right, he's taunting. Reminder, you got to get 21 eliminations to win the game. Inky, you're falling a little bit behind. If I'm you, I'm picking up at least to 15. But you have about 30 seconds of resurgence disables, meaning these players are going to spawn back up until then. Run and gun and get at least 3 more. That's what I'm doing. If you're trying to beat the score. If not, if you're trying to go for the win and go for second place, which I'm never doing. You could. Shots are looking good. Oh, I've been in situations like that. You think you got the elimination, but it ends up not just going your way. Nothing you can do there. Again, popping a sim when you don't need to. If you would have popped the plate, you would have won that fight. The same amount of time as it takes to pop a sim, you could pop 1 plate with temper, and you would have won that fight because of it. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. TJ, though, now with 14 eliminations, working on his 15th. He's got a kill SMG. I don't even know what build this is. Is this his build? I'm not going to judge it because he's got 14. He's one of our top kill leaders at the moment. Oh, brother, what? Show me something crazy. Sliding around. Looking to put anyone down. Jumping through the window. Trying to line up any shots here. Ironside Kilo is going to be the case. 14 eliminations. We might have a new kill leader this game. It honestly is going to come down to the wire. Good shots coming in. TJ knocking him down. Getting the elimination as well with a headshot. Jumping off to the left. Jumping off to the right. Popping that plate as well. As a reminder, he's in position. Fourth zone closing. If I'm him, I'm just this right here where he's rotating. What if zone goes right? You're playing a 50-50. Unless he wants it at the buy station, I get it. You gotta be careful. What does he need? Specialist? That's what I'm saying, bro. You're taking unnecessary damage and you're rotating at a time you do not need to, bro. You do not need to be doing that. Dang, he could have won. It's all good though. Who else we got? We got I'm better than 3 eliminations. 5 players remaining. 6, excuse me. Brickload with 10. Attic with 11. Double 5. Exclusive with 7. Sniper with 7. Okay. So I don't know who just won that fight. It's gonna be Attic winning that fight. Gonna get that full elimination here. That's gonna be a knockful. You have 12 eliminations to your name. Attic, if I'm you, Pops, what I'm prioritizing is playing this bottom left-hand side. I'm even going to zone real quick. I'm going to zone to get a self-revive and a P-strike and a new gas mask. You have time to do it. I don't think he's gonna do it. This is a good spot to be at. Play up top right. Find a better angle. Yeah, keep strafing. You don't have to play in this corner until the zone's completely on your back. You're claiming a lot of space here, Pops. You're claiming a lot of space here. Unless you are fully aware where everyone is at, it's better not to move. You're now down to 2 plates. Relax. Throw the trophy system in front of you. You don't need these eliminations. You're not going to win the tournament, unfortunately. But you need to prioritize the win here. Throw the trophy system in front of you, because as these players are rotating, they're going to start throwing smokes. They're going to start throwing stuns. They're going to start throwing nades at you to get you off your limit or off your bounds. There we go. There we go. You don't need to rotate. You could actually go up behind you if you wanted to find an angle. You got to be careful on this 2 pops. You have no plates after this. You have 2 and that's it. Which will probably last you this next gunfight, and then you're going final. Yep, you can go up here, jump on top of this, and now find a new angles. You're finding new angles. Yep, there you go. Now we're finding some angles here. All right, there we go. Now I'm a little bit more comfortable you taking a wide angle shot. There's one. Finish him. You got to finish him. You got to finish him. You didn't get the full. What are we aiming at? Good. Good. 14 bullets. If you don't... you could play. I kind of want you to play. Just... He's at a disadvantage. Plate up and have the LC-10 out. Yep. He's got to be edge zone somewhere. He's got to be edge zone. All you got to worry about is gas line. It's all in front of you, Pops. You have no more plates. Oh, no. Yep. There it is. Finish him off strong. 15 eliminations from Addict. GG's. If you guys want to be the next custom, drop a like, leave a sub, leave a comment section down below. Enjoy your day.